Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ale Manapat Salvador from Dingalan, Aurora. The topic that I am going to discuss is about the education policy and planning. First, let us have a short review on the word itself, education. Education is the process of facilitating learning or the acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, morals, beliefs, and habits. Education is the wise, hopeful, and respectful cultivation of learning undertaken in the belief that all should have the chance to share in life. Education, as we understand it here, is a process of inviting truth and possibility of encouraging and giving time to discovery. It is, as John Dewey, 1916, put it, a social process, a process of living and not a preparation for future living. Now, let us proceed to our optimal topic. What is education policy and planning? It is the process of setting out in advance strategies, policies, procedures, programs, and standards through which an educational objective can be achieved. As we go deeper in our topic, let us watch together the video presentation by UNESCO.
Malia has dreams, big dreams. To achieve them, she must have access to a quality education. This is her fundamental right. Beyond this classroom, a whole system unfolds from pre-primary to adult learning. Its goal? To help Malia and her peers build a bright future. An education system includes everything from the human resources to the policies and financing that supports it. But this system doesn't just appear like magic. Without planning, the whole education system is threatened, along with Malia's dreams. So what is educational planning? It starts with all of the relevant actors coming together to create a vision for education. They anticipate the future with the resources of today. Different tools are used throughout the planning process to highlight any problem areas and help with financing and resource allocation. At the end, the stakeholders have turned the vision into a plan of action for Malia and her peers. But let's start now, because Malia can't wait. The government and education officials must lead the way and believe in the plan. It must also stay responsive to the local context, such as the geography or demography of the local population. And what if a natural disaster hits or a conflict erupts? Planning for resilience allows the system to stay afloat. When an education system is carefully planned, the fate of millions of children is protected, and Malia can build the life of her dreams.
So as we have seen on the video clip, a solid, coherent policies are the bedrock on which to build sustainable education systems, achieve educational development goals, and contribute effectively to lifelong process. At a time of growing inequality, closing the gaps in access to quality education requires a long-term vision and engagement. Many countries suffering financial constraints have made substantial reforms in the area of education management and governance, including decentralization, public-private partnerships, and autonomy of education institutions. In such a context, governments are more eager than ever to learn about effective policies and reforms. To sum up my report, policy is generally an intent, a set of rules and principles, adopted for ease of governance within an organization. It is fundamentally important for organizations to have implementable policies as it forms a linking pin between the school management, teachers, students, parents, and the rule of law. An organization without policy is an organization without control. And the main objective of education planning is to get the most and best educational results and to maximize education's contribution to each individual and to the whole society. So that is my report on education policy and planning. If there are questions, additional facts, and article about my topic, you can express that after this video. Once again, good afternoon and thank you for listening.